So I kind of failed miserably. Um, yeah, what I thought was going to take me 10 minutes took me an hour. So I got to bed at 11, and I'm not thrilled about that. But I woke up at, I think, 6:40 something. So it was, a good amount of sleep, I suppose. I shouldn't complain. I'm going to. But I shouldn't. Still made it to the gym, still did a bunch of chores in the morning, still not done editing the video from yesterday, but stuff happens. And, oh God. Kyrie likes to have lots of snacks when she works nights, and that's just kind of what she likes to do. If I snack, will eat everything. So we kind of have the opposite, how do I put this? The opposite diet that is conducive to remaining up with a appropriate calorie amount, right? So for me, I need to have everything structured. I need to be like, this is what I'm eating at this time, and this is what I always eat at this time. And it's a routine that has been very helpful for me over the last decade plus. She's a similar way, but she eats like a bird, right? Here's a seed, 10 minutes later, here's another seed, 10 minutes later, here's another seed. And that's kind of how she eats over the course of her nights. And I'm the opposite. I need big meal, nothing, big meal, nothing, big meal, nothing. And sometimes there's stuff mixed in, but that sort of like very structured routine works really well for me. With her, the same routine, but it has to be different foods all the time. So we have a family-sized box of Honey Nut Cheerios, and now a family-sized box of Life cereal. I will probably eat none of that. Not to say that it's just inherently bad, because it's not. It's just not part of the things that I eat. We also now have lots of dish soap. I'm also not going to eat this. It's funny how a trip to the grocery store for like just a few things, even for me who's pretty regimented, easily turns into $100. I mean, dishwasher solution's not that cheap. And, ow. Millie, could you not, please? And I got some sliced meats because that's what I usually like to go for a snack. We have these like carb conscious tortilla things, and I get them not because carbs are evil, because they're not, but I get them mostly because they don't impact my blood sugar a ton, and they're pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. And frankly, I don't know, they just kind of fit most of the standards that I would want in something that I can, grab, and it's not going to ruin everything, like my progress and stuff. If I wanted something that was like, I don't know, the big ones that I get are like 70 calories, and you compare those to other ones of the same size that can be easily well north of 200, and those excess calories add up. And if I can afford to not have them, then I'm going to do that. Again, there's no such thing as a bad food. The devil's in the dosage. Although Marsha shouldn't be eating that stick. Thank you. But now I have in the neighborhood of 40 minutes to put all this crap away, eat, shower, and get my hair cut. I know my hair's not that long, but it's gotten to the point where the sides are starting to, the sides aren't annoying yet, but it's like enough to be annoying. And the top gets to the point where like, if I do too much with it, it looks terrible. And if I don't do anything with it, it's just all over the place. And right now it just looks like a poof of stuff. So I think what I'm gonna have them do is just tighten up the sides and see if I can do like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more, I guess, texture on top. Because the last time I went there, but it was a great haircut, don't get me wrong. But I was hoping for, I don't know, some, I guess more texture on top, because it was like very, very like flat and very uniform, not like slicked back or anything, but it looked like, I don't know, it looked fine. Let me just being a bitch because I'm tired. I'm not even that tired. Oh, there were 3 guys in the gym today that were, 2 were definitely younger than I am. 1, I'm not really sure, but they were doing like it's like a fitness challenge called Thor's Hammer, right? And essentially you have a barbell on the ground, and if you're familiar with barbells, you'll know that where you put the weights is a different size than the actual bar. So the challenge is to pick up the entire bar with your hands only on one side where the weights go, and it's very difficult. And they were struggling, and I was like, well, this is just a physics problem, right? And it turns out I was right, but it also requires a lot of strength. And 5 pounds at the end of it was like the harder version of the challenge, so I did both of those. One of the kids, younger guys, got the 5 pound one on video, but he put it on his Snapchat story, which is apparently a thing for younger people. And let's see, I think where is it? Oh, did I even save it? Can I even save it? Here it is. Yeah. It looked like was videoed on like a flip phone. And what I find to be even more impressive is that I did it without the use of my right leg. It was heavy. I mean, it looks silly when you look at it, and if I can figure out how to like properly download it to my phone, then I'm gonna. It's like it says video saved, but like it doesn't save to my phone, which is annoying. Oh, yes, it does. Neat. Then I'll put it someplace. My parents come over for dinner probably on average twice a week, whether or not, Kyrie is working. They'll usually show up right as Kyrie wakes up, and then, spend 2-3 hours here, and then go home. And part of me being a little, for lack of a better term, perplexed about the daily vlogging stuff with my folks well, I would say in town, but they live up the road. My folks here, is that while like bringing you along is part of what vlogging is, I also realize that, and I think this takes precedence, like I want to be there with my family and not have to worry about the camera, right? And I don't think that's terribly unreasonable. That being said, I find that I will often make excuses for myself with not creating content. And I don't know if that's one of them. I don't think it is. And if it is just another excuse to not create more content, like, why would I be doing this afterwards? And simultaneously, as far as like content is concerned, that's a pretty good reason to not have the camera out, right? Because like what we talk about is what we talk about. And what was I doing? I was doing something. I don't remember what it was though. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. But it's just one of those things that, I would like to just sit there and have a conversation with, whomever. The lights outside turned off, and I'm pretty sure I didn't turn them off. And it's raining, so hopefully they didn't get shorted or something. but they're attached. They're like outdoor lights attached to outdoor power. So I don't know. It is almost 9:30, and it's been raining since about 8-ish, and the dogs do not like to go pee when it's raining, especially Marcia, little Miss Princess over there, does not like to get wet. The rest of them are like, the rest of them are like any of us in the rain. If we have to, we'll go outside in the rain, like whatever. But she is, on one always when it's raining. Luckily, we got to play with the ball a lot earlier this evening, so they are, tired already. So I don't feel that bad. I realized that like going for a walk is probably like the highlight of any dog's day, and we go for a walk every single morning unless it's like raining sideways. Since my leg has started to become better, and Curious had a kind of a sore hip because she goes from like not running to running a ton to not running to running a ton. So maybe that's just a little aggravated. So we went on a walk in the morning and the evening yesterday, in the morning today, but then when she woke up, it was raining already. So sad for the dogs, but it stopped. We played lots of ball. Bruin doesn't really chase after the ball. He just kind of like sits there and watches. Marcia chases after the ball sometimes, but she's like the little sister who grabs the ball and then runs away. She'll like run into the bushes so no other dogs can get to her other than Millie, but she doesn't know what's going on ever, and just kind of stands there. So I just like the pool net and like go find the ball. But of course I have to throw the ball in the pool because it's full of dirt and kind of gross. Doesn't help much. I think, therefore I am. Oh, that's what I was going to check. So one of the things that I was looking for with regards to posting on Instagram is like, when do the people that already follow me, when are they on the app, right? So if I'm like scrolling through my follower account today is, well, tomorrow's Sunday. So I have a post. I should aim to get it posted by 9. Yesterday, when I was like in a hurry to finish the post and schedule it, I thought I had to have it up by 6 to like officially like, I don't know, prime the community for when my followers are most active. But you can see, so tomorrow is Sunday, so this is Sundays. You can see on my analytics, if it focuses, but it may not, that right there, that big jump, that's 9 a.m., 6 a.m., 3 a.m., midnight. So about 9 a.m., it goes up a little bit around noon. But at 9 a.m. is when my followers start becoming active. Part of the social media thing is for attention, right? And if more people are seeing what I'm posting, the algorithm will say, hey, maybe people care about this, let's post it to, or push it to people who maybe haven't seen it. On the photos, I don't really see a lot of photos of people that I don't follow. Maybe I do, and I just don't notice it. But with Reels, like the short form video, it's just Bruin standing up, don't bark. With the short form video stuff, I see almost exclusively people that I don't follow. And some of it's good, some of it's just kind of entertaining, great, isn't really that pertinent, and very little of it's terrible. No, a good amount of it's terrible. But I guess I've trained the algorithm to, I don't know, make me upset. Which is oddly enough why I stopped like watching the news and stuff. Because it's not really reporting the news, it's just like reporting some variable, some facsimile of what actually happened, but trying to get you to actually believe whatever outlet that is wants you to believe. And at that point, to me, it just becomes lying. Millie's like yapping because Marcia wants to play with Bruin. And he's like, it's time for me to pee. So let's go let these guys out. It's almost 9:30. I'm going to sleep. Because I am trying to be better at going to sleep for the love of God. Variable success.